In a noisy African town filled with blaring horns, street vendors, and laughter, there lived a young man named Ton who dreamed of being famous. Not for his brains, not for his kindness, but for making people laugh on TikTok. He wanted to trend, to go viral, to be the name everyone mentioned when they opened their phones. Every day, he recorded videos in front of his father's small tailor shop. His father, Baba Connor, was an old-fashioned man, always bent over his sewing machine, sweating, stitching, and humming old Yoruba hymns. Ton, his father would say gently, hard work may not trend, but it lasts. But Ton would roll his eyes. Papa, your kind of work is for old people. This is the new world. TikTok pays more than tailoring. His father would sigh, but dignity feeds the soul, my son. Those words didn't matter to Ton. All he saw was the slow life of his father, stuck in the same dusty shop, sewing the same torn clothes for people who never paid on time. He wanted more. He wanted fame, fast. One afternoon, while scrolling through his phone, Ton saw a challenge trending, mock your parents for clout. Influencers were pretending to insult or embarrass their parents on camera, and the videos had millions of views. Ton smirked. This is my chance. He looked at his father, hunched over his machine, sweat trickling down his temple, and a wicked idea bloomed in his mind. The next day, he set up his phone in secret and started filming. As his father walked, Ton began to shout, "See this old man. Still fixing people's torn trousers while his mates' children drive Benz." The old man froze, confused. "Ton, what's wrong with you?" But Ton laughed, "Nothing, Papa, just content." The internet went wild. The video blew up overnight. Millions of people watched and laughed. Some said, "This boy is bold." Others said, "He disrespected his father." But all Ton saw were the likes, the comments, the followers pouring in. He danced around the house with excitement, shouting, "I'm famous." His father watched in silence, his heart broken. The next morning, when Ton entered the shop, his father didn't look up. "My son," he said quietly, "some fame comes with curses. What you mock today may mock you tomorrow." But Ton waved him off. "Papa, you don't understand social media. It's all jokes." Baba Connor's eyes darkened with sadness. "Some jokes are louder in the spirit world than in the world of men." Ton laughed again, not realizing how true his father's words were. From that day, Ton's fame exploded. He gained brand deals, fans screamed his name, and people stopped him on the street for selfies. But with each video, he pushed the line further. He made skits mocking his father's accent, his old clothes, even the way he prayed. He called him Village Tailor of Doom, and the internet loved it. The more his father begged him to stop, the more Ton mocked him. The followers wanted more. He couldn't stop now. His hunger for attention was uncontrollable. Until one night, something strange happened. While recording a new video in his father's workshop, the lights flickered. The sewing machine began to move on its own. The iron clattered to the floor. Ton froze. He laughed nervously, this will make the video even better. But his father, who had just entered, shouted, "Stop recording. This place is not ordinary tonight." Ton ignored him. "Papa, relax, this will go viral." Then, suddenly, a cold wind blew through the shop. The camera light flickered. On the screen, behind Ton, a shadow appeared, the tall, dark figure with glowing eyes standing over his father's chair. The machine stopped spinning. The phone fell from Ton's hands. He turned around, but there was nothing there. He picked up the phone and replayed the footage. His heart stopped. The shadow was there, clear as day, staring straight at him. Ton couldn't sleep that night. His mind kept replaying the shadow in the video. He deleted the clip, but somehow, it reappeared on his phone. He deleted it again. It came back. Each time, the caption changed by itself, "Mock your father again, and I meet you." Sweat rolled down his forehead. He ran to his father's room. "Papa, I saw something. I think your shop is haunted." Baba Connor looked up calmly. "It is not haunted, my son. You open a door your jokes cannot close." "What do you mean?" Ton stammered. "Mockery is a curse in our bloodline," his father said, voice trembling. "Many generations ago, one of our ancestors mocked his own father. He laughed as the old man cried, and that night, a shadow came for him. The spirit of mockery, it feeds on pride. It destroys sons who shame their fathers." Ton's mouth went dry. "Papa, it's just TikTok. People laugh, that's all." Baba Connor looked him in the eyes. "The spirit doesn't care about your followers. It listens to your words. You have awakened it." The power went out. The house went dark. From outside came a whisper, slow and deep. "Ton," he froze. The voice called again, closer. "Ton." Baba Connor grabbed his son's hand and began to pray, his old voice shaking. "Lord, have mercy on this child. Deliver him from his pride." The doors banged. The windows rattled. The same dark figure appeared by the window, its eyes like two burning coals. Ton screamed and fell to the floor. His phone started vibrating on its own, the screen flashing with thousands of comments. "Mock him again. We want more. Where's your father? Do it live." The voices from the phone blended with the whispers in the room. The spirit fed on his guilt. Baba Connor shouted, "Turn off that phone," but it wouldn't turn off. The battery icon read 0%, yet the screen glowed brighter. Suddenly, Ton heard laughter, not from the phone, but from the darkness itself. "You wanted fame," the voice said. "Now you will perform for me." His body went cold. He felt his limbs move without control, dancing like a puppet while his father cried, "Stop, my son." But Ton couldn't stop. The phone floated in front of him, recording everything. He begged, "Please. I don't want this anymore." The spirit's laughter echoed louder. "You mocked your father for views. Now your pain will bring me more." Baba Connor, tears streaming, rushed forward and grabbed his son, shouting prayers in Yoruba, his voice fierce and desperate. The lights exploded, plunging the room into pitch-black darkness. When the light returned, Ton was on the floor, gasping, his body shaking. His father held him tight, whispering, "It's not too late, my son. Confess your sin." Trembling, Ton whispered, "I'm sorry, Papa. I delete everything." But when he opened his phone, the TikTok app had changed. The logo was twisted, red instead of black. The account name was no longer his. It read, "Owned." His videos played on their own, showing him doing horrible things he never recorded, mocking strangers, pushing beggars, even slapping his father. Millions of people watched and laughed. His followers were growing again, faster than ever. But it wasn't him. He dropped the phone, terrified. "Papa, it's posting by itself." His father's face went pale. "The spirit now controls your fame. Every time people laugh, it grows stronger." That night, Ton begged for forgiveness. Baba Connor prayed with him till morning, but nothing changed. His videos kept posting, his fame kept rising, and his soul felt emptier by the day. He began to lose weight, his eyes sunken, his laughter forced. When fans saw him on the street, they shouted, "Ton, do the father joke." But he could barely speak. On the seventh night, Ton woke up to find his phone floating above his bed, camera facing him. It started recording. His screen filled with comments even though he hadn't gone live. "Mock him again," they typed. "We are waiting." His phone spoke in that same chilling voice, "Mock your father one last time, and I'll set you free." Trembling, he ran to his father's room. "Papa, it wants me to do it again. It says it will free me." Boba Connor rose slowly. "No, my son. The spirit never frees, it only binds deeper." But Ton was desperate. Tears filled his eyes. "Papa, maybe if I do it one last time, it will leave us alone." His father grabbed his shoulders. "You cannot negotiate with darkness." Then the house shook violently. The sewing machine downstairs started working by itself. A deep voice echoed from below, "Record." The phone floated from Ton's hand and pointed toward his father. The old man fell to his knees and began to pray, "Take me instead. Leave my son alone." The spirit laughed. "It's too late. His pride is my signature." The phone screen turned blood red. Ton screamed, "No," and smashed it against the floor, but instead of breaking, it multiplied, 10, 20, 30 phones, all floating, all recording. Every screen showed Ton's terrified face. He fell to the ground, sobbing, "Papa, I'm sorry." Boba Connor crawled to him, holding his hand tightly. "Then show it." Truly. In that moment, Ton turned to the cameras and shouted, "I mocked my father for fame. I was wrong. I was blind." The phones trembled, their screens flickering. The spirit screamed, a sound like thunder. The lights exploded again, and when they came back, all the phones were gone. Only silence remained. Ton wept into his father's arms. "Papa, will it come back?" Boba Connor smiled weakly. "Not if you remember who made you." The next morning, Ton deleted all his social media accounts and disappeared from the internet. He returned to his father's shop, helping him sew clothes quietly. People online wondered what happened to him. Rumors spread, some said he went mad, some said he joined a monastery. Months later, a video appeared from a new account, just one post. It was Ton sitting beside his father in the tailor shop, saying softly, "Respect your parents before it's too late." No filters, no edits, no jokes. The video had no hashtags, yet it went viral across Africa. Millions watched, cried, and learned. But late that night, as Ton closed the shop and turned off the lights, his phone buzzed. A notification flashed on his screen from an unknown user. It read, "Ready for a comeback." His blood ran cold. He turned off the phone and whispered, "Never again." But from the shadows, a faint chuckle answered him, the same voice that once promised him fame. So my friends, do you think Ton was ignorant for not listening to his father? Share your thoughts below in the comment section. I'll be reading every one of them. If you watched till the end and you enjoyed this story, make sure to leave a like, subscribe and turn on the notification button so you don't miss out whenever I drop a new video. Until next time my friends, remember to always listen and obey your parents. They might be old but they have more knowledge than we do.